after you got off stage, and obviously there was some, you guys were upset and emotional. Did you know that it was over at that point?
No. So we got off stage. I remember we were both in a bad headspace, just like down. We walked up to like the changing room areas where we were waiting before. It was just her and I. We had a quick moment just with each other. We just hugged each other and just kind of like we're supporting each other. Then we just had to talk to some producers. At that point, from my side, I didn't think that it was over or anything. We then separated. I went back to my hotel. She went back to her hotel, called her parents for a little bit, then came back to my hotel. We spent a couple hours and just, were there for each other. Didn't really have a serious conversation about figuring this out, but just wanted to be there for each other and spend time. Fast forward to the next day, I didn't see her. Her mom had flown out and spent the day with her. The next day, the second day, is when I went over to her hotel, and we spent just like, 6 hours probably just talking. And that was when it had that sentiment going into the conversation that this is it. This is unfortunately, like, as sad as it is, like, it's not going to work as much as like maybe we might want it to have worked. And that was the day where we both, I think, knew that it was over.
So you guys agreed to do an Instagram post to kind of announce at the same time. And then
Yeah.
What did you do after that? Did you go home?
Yes. So that day was when I left her hotel, I went straight home, and that was the first time I saw my family. And first just, went in, gave him a hug and just like told him I loved him and everything. And then expressed to him what had just happened with Maddie and I and what we had decided to do. And, kind of began that whole healing process with my family and everything and just sticking together. But yeah, that was the first day I went home.
And then she went to go play board games with Selena Gomez.
So I know I didn't know that actually until the TMZ guy told me that. But
Oh, is that who told you? God.
I
Peter's
found
just
out.
having a rough go with TMZ.
I know, Jesus. I had found out so she had told me that night that she was going to go spend some time with one of her friends, one of her good girlfriends that was living in LA. Talking to Maddie later after, because we had texts here and there. She told me like, listen, I know how that could look, but like she did go over to her friend's place, and her friend just ended up being really good friends with Selena. And I guess Selena had said something about, hey, we're like going to my grandmother's house to play board games, like come over here. And so then they went over there. That's what I heard. And I believe it.